Heybike Cityscape, and believe it or not, this baby has actually gone 10,000 miles, and it has been a fun 10,000 miles indeed. And today what we're going to do, we're going to change out the gears in that little 350 watt motor. Got the new gears right here. The motor has gotten a little bit noisy, but I tell you what, this bike has a long way to go, and it's just not showing any sign of quit. It needs a good cleanup, and I'm going to get to that a little bit later. But today, putting in the gears, you're going to need a puller. I've got two here. Of course, you got to get the back wheel off, so you're going to need a crescent wrench. I use this nice little T screwdriver with some Phillips bits to get the motor out, and you're going to need a C-clip remover. So we're going to get after that. Of course, nice ratchet as well, and these fit on the ends of the pullers like so. Alright, not sure which puller I'm going to end up using for this job, but and you don't want any metal particles around on your tabletop, because that might stick to the magnets inside the motor. So let's get to it. The Ebike Cityscape 10,000 mile maintenance on the motor. Okay, we now got the wheel off, as you can plainly see, and there are 6, count them, 6 screws. They're going to come out, which will allow us to take out our little 350 watt powerhouse motor. It has somehow made it 10,000 miles. It's really surpassed any of my expectations, I can tell you that much. And the interesting thing about it, even with the gears making the noise that they're making, if you applied the brakes, as in just disengaging the motor, the power to the motor, you'd find a sweet spot and it would just run whisper quiet. So sometimes it made the noise, sometimes it didn't, but I have a feeling we have some pretty good, at this point, some pretty good wear on the nylon gears, and I think this bike deserves brand new nylon gears after all those miles. I think we can all agree on that. Don't lose those little screws, and out she comes. The motor assembly now should come out. Come on, buddy. There we are. That's what we're looking at today. Okay, we don't need a very big puller for this. I think this is a 4-inch. So we're gonna put our little claws. You got the pointy little spindle. I'm gonna get that right on the axle. Sure she's well centered. Doesn't look like it is right now. That's better. Let's hope it works as advertised, folks. Okay. One of these sockets is going to work. That one looks like the one. As we crank down on this, it's coming. can see it coming off of there. Close eye on what we're doing here. Wire out of the way. Look closely, you can see it. There's probably a little key that's going to drop out. There we are. And there's the key. It just came out of the bottom. A little square piece of, you can see that? Very small little square piece of metal. Don't want to lose that. And there's your gears. Take a better look at them here. Some of that, oh, we just lost the spacer. Came off of that side, apparently. Okay. Tell you what, they're really not in that bad a condition. It'll be interesting to see if we get a reduction in that noise by taking these off. Now the next step here, we're going to remove these little C-clips right in here. You see those? That's going to allow us hopefully without mangling them. Well, off you come, buddy. Let's see, it's going to be there. There's one. Yeah, just spread them and lift them. It's the easiest way. You see, he's got the little needles on them that they fit right into the C-clip holes. Press down and out they come. Well, that was easy. Check the orientation of the gears to make sure we're going to be putting them in that direction. They should come right off now, right? That one came off easy enough. There you go. Okay, I think I've got it. A vice grip here. Very heavy object, as in battery. Lead acid battery on top. And we're going to try to tap that out. See what happens. I got something soft down below here. So that up, there you go. Funny kind of deformations on this thing, but it looks clean. Alright, we're going to clean this up. All the old grease out of there and the goo. Alright, the measurement on these gears, FYI, is 1.5 inches. Inch and a half on the diameter of the replacement gears. Okay. Just try to put our C-clips on. Number 1 is on. Number 2 is on. Come on, number 3, get on there. I believe it's on there. Ah, there we go. Sure they're not gonna fly off. They're in the grooves. What do you know? Fresh gears for probably the next 10,000 miles on this baby. Alright, now we want to clean up the drive gear. So I'm going to take a little bit of my favorite brake clean. I'm just going to spray it on one of these nice, real strong shop paper towels. Try to get all that old dirty grease off of there. And then we're going to take a screwdriver. We're going to make sure these channels on this drive gear don't have any particulate in them from the gears that shed some of their teeth a little bit there. Make sure those channels are good and clean all around. There's nothing in them. I'm not seeing anything. Just the old grease. Dribble some brake cleaner on there. Really get that sucker cleaned out. Looking good, guys. Looking real good. Now you can see we're going to put this back on. See how much fun that ends up being. Got our little metal key. You see that little guy right there? That fits right in there, like so. A closer look at it. Okay, a little piece of metal fits right in there. It's our little key. I think we'll put a little bit of grease on this, a little bit of lithium grease on it. Don't gotta overdo it. You gotta know we got it good and clean now. Get our key back in there. Slot right there. Putting these on, you're going to line that up. So she comes down on the key, and that key will guide it into place. Okay, so far the best thing I can come up with. If this doesn't work, I'll see if I can find a piece of pipe. We're going to try it with very large socket. Okay. And we're going to use a smaller one over the top. And a hammer. And a hammer. See if we can get that sucker to go down. Shouldn't be that difficult. Come on, buddy. What do you know? She slipped right down there. And there's the key where it should be. You see the key fit right into the slot. Ha-ha! We're done. Brand new gears in there. It wasn't that difficult getting it out. Well, it was so tough getting it off. I really thought I was in for it. I'm gonna put some grease on the new nylon gears. Good lithium grease. You spin these a little bit, they tend to rotate a little bit more. See that? So we're going to cover the entire gear with just a little bit of grease here. It looks nice and clean. So we're going to just put a little bit of grease in here too. It's not going to hurt nothing. Okay. Here's the moment of truth, guys and gals. Let's get that baby in there. Come on, buddy. Don't disappoint me. She's in. If I set this wheel down, it's just going to pop out again, so I gotta immediately get a couple screws into place here. Quiet now. And I am looking very forward to hooking up my little wagon that goes along with this thing now. I was a little afraid to do it before. I sort of had an idea that those gears were getting ready to maybe strip. Go figure. There's that last little bugger. Don't want to strip these. I don't know if easy to find replacements. Don't even ask, man. That's my favorite stuff right there. Duralube. It's got the PTFE in it, and I'm gonna put a little bit into this cassette bearing here. Doesn't hurt, I hope. Guys, we're done. Look at that. Ready to go back on the bike. Alright, the bike is back together. Wasn't too bad of a job getting that back wheel on, and let's see how she sounds. I'm going to throttle up. I've got this cool thumb drive. This is a little cruise control that I made here. There as you can see, if I move it back and forth, it just holds it into place very nicely. And she is smooth, smooth, smooth. Not hearing any noise out of that back gear now. Nice. Time to take it for a spin. Running like brand new, baby. Alright, we've been running the bike now with the new gears. Got about 182 extra miles on it. And it is running smooth as silk. As good as new. You can see the upgraded rim and spokes that I added to the bike, along with my power tap that allows me to go to 48 volts, which I will be doing a video on next. I've got the 36 volt battery in right now. One of the beautiful features about this bike, I just don't see anywhere. You've got a little lever there, and the seat pops up, allowing you to pull this battery out and put the other ones in very easily. Now I've since added this extra bar from Rock Brothers. Got that on Amazon. It fits on the handlebars. And of course I've got my belt. Oop. There you go. A flashlight on there as well. My cell phone holder, which is real nice. And I've also got spare battery, you know, one of these power packs to recharge my phone. And everything is working out beautiful with this bike. I mean, 10,182 miles on it, and it is as comfortable as can be. I mean, you can ride this bike all day. The other interesting thing to note is what I've done with the stem. As you can see, I mounted it backwards. Most bikes, you normally mount that stem so it's going forward. The handlebars will be out here. In this case, I like it because it brings the handlebars back a little more, you know, closer to you, so you don't have to bend over or be hunched over while you're riding it. You can be sitting straight up. So all in all, you cannot go wrong. This bike has saved me a ton of money. Fun to ride. Costs next to nothing to ride. So it's the Heybike Cityscape 10,000 mile checkup and review.